Okay, welcome to game 3 of my match against Zed. We traded the first 2 games, so we're doing all right. Enclave and Fair. So we can trash a little bit with Remodel. You can trash with Expand. You can gain extra cards with Rogue, Artisan, Death Cart, Treasure Map. Seems really hard to get any of that to work because there's no good way to draw other than like Crossroads, but then your deck's filled with green cards. Enclave is nice. If you hit 8 early to gain the gold and keep the bad stuff out of your deck. I think you want to play with Remodel. I don't think you want to play with Treasure Map or Death Cart. Maybe situationally. Probably not play with Rogue. Artisan doesn't seem great here. I think you do probably want to play with Expand. In the late game, you can expand 5 costs or golds into provinces, which is nice. You can expand coppers into silvers. I don't really want to like remodel a copper into a Crossroads. I think I can open silver remodel. If I hit like 5, I don't quite know what I'm doing. I don't really want to hit 5. I want to hit like a bunch of, turn all my estates into 4 costs, conclaves and villages and stuff, and then hit 7. So I think I'm going to open Oasis remodel, where the Oasis is not really, it's adding a money to your deck, similar to maybe what a silver is doing, but it has some problems normally. And I think those problems don't exist here because I think those problems don't end up existing here because I want to be cycling. They did start with a Rogue, which is quite interesting on the 5-2. I don't know how that changes my strategy at all. I'm just going to keep adding in pieces. I'll get a Conclave here. The remodel misses my shuffle, which is quite sad and gets trashed. Oof. Okay. I guess I'm just going to buy another one. That was quite painful. I guess I'll buy my own Rogue now to counteract their Rogue stuff. Pick up a village now. That was quite lucky. Quite lucky for them, quite unlucky for me. I don't have a lot to say other than that. It's 1 in 11 that they're able to do that. 1 in 11 that my remodel is the top card, and like 50-50 that their Rogue hits it. So they get a Conclave. So if we're doing the Rogue stuff, sometimes I just open Rogue because they had a 5 and it seems better than Conclave. I think Rogue does hit golds, but gold is still the best card for my deck, so I'm going to buy a gold here. I'll give up the Conclave. I can buy another one of those. But with 6, I'm going to get another gold. So this has already been a really, really rough game here. The shuffles are not with me, but I don't know that it's completely over. There's still a lot of time to be had, a lot of cards to be bought and gained, and Rogue stuff to happen. So even if I'm behind, I still need to focus and figure out what the best path forward is. Okay, so remodel this. So I can get a walled village here and an Oasis, a Conclave and Oasis. I don't think the Crossroads. I think the Crossroads is just not a good card for my deck. And I can only support like 2 conclaves total in my deck. And I think I have just 1. They've got 2. So I can support 2 conclaves in my deck and add another Oasis. Normally the Oasis is bad because of this discard effect, but I have so many coppers in my deck that I'm going to be discarding coppers and exchanging that with hopefully something nicer most of the time. There won't be any curses. There won't be many villages if I can get around to drawing. So here they were able to play Crossroads for a +1 card, basically, as they had enough actions already. They're really slamming the rogues now. Interesting. So I'm considering here with 9, either getting an expand or an enclave. Both of them have consider upside. The expand can turn 1 coppers into silvers and oases, estates into rogues and duchies. The enclave is the 3 VP plus the gold in the deck. I think I still have a lot of play, and the expand is immune from the rogue. So I think I'm going to start with the expand, especially because the remodel has not been able to do much for me yet. Rogue attack did hit them here, which is nice. With 6, they're really going hard on the rogues. I think I can consider getting another rogue. It doesn't seem completely unreasonable. It doesn't fit super great with the deck I'm building with expands and golds, but I don't want to let them get so far ahead of me that they're able to trash my cards every turn and then steal them. And it may just be that we play rogue, ping pong essentially back and forth. This is unfortunate. If I gotten the enclave last time, I could get the expand this time, but I wouldn't have the expand. So I've got another 7. Definitely kill. I can already consider turning this gold into province. This game's moving along. The piles seem to be quickly dwindling. I think I'm going to go ahead and get another rogue and another expand here, and claim that I have better payload in my deck in terms of making provinces, making good cards. And here, because I've just added a bunch of terminals, I'm going to get a conclave and another village. In a kingdom like this with draw, if there was a smithy or something in this kingdom, we'd load up on the villages, we'd buy a fair, do all the good stuff. So the 7 price point is really, really unfortunate. After that first time when I picked the expand, I've hit 7 now twice. I'd rather be enclaving, I think, over a 3rd expand. But the 3rd expand just gives me a ton of things I can do. So I think I just kind of have to go with that. I did lose a rogue. They may have 4 rogues to my 2, so we may need to add more rogues to my deck if I want to keep up this rogue stuff. The decks are getting big enough that that may not need to be the case. Play the Oasis. I can rogue here twice, which is nice. Hit them twice. Okay, that's good. And I will do the enclave thing here now. And I can use the expands to turn the golds or the rogues into provinces, which is quite nice. So I have a couple different combinations. I can expand the conclave into something, or I can conclave, expand. Well, I'll have 5. So I can get like a rogue and another oasis. Now looking, we have 2 piles at 3. The conclave pile is quite low, so we're looking to, even though I'm technically down in VP, that's because they have all their starting estates. And if the game goes longer, they'll actually trash those. It's just something to watch out for. I'll play the Oasis first, see what I draw. We're going to expand a gold into province, expand a remodel into something. I think I'm going to expand into province and buy another expand. I think this is the last shuffle where I'm actually adding good cards to my deck, and after I've seen these 12 cards, I'm going to start adding. I'm going to just start adding in provinces and duchies as much as I can. The trash contains an expand and a rogue, so I can go ahead and get the rogue out of the trash. And then I can consider, I think I'm going to enclave here. I think given the number of expands and golds I have, quite a bit more than they do, I'm going to be able to do more with my deck. Not going to play the remodel, I guess. Gain the Oasis, get an attack in. So for 6, I think I'm just going to get the Duchy now, or I can get an Artisan. I'm a little short on villages. So I'm going to get the Duchy, even though it's before my shuffle happens. So about 1 VP here. I like my deck composition a little bit nicer. There is some luck factor to what the rogues turn over. So they enclave for a Duchy here. So I can do Conclave, remodel, Oasis into Duchy, and buy a Duchy. And now I feel pretty good about my spot. I've got the lead in the Duchies. I've got expands. I can expand stuff into provinces, hopefully almost every turn. And they may be able to do the same here, expanding province into, expanding rogue into province or gold into province, okay? That's nice. Okay, so lead on the Oasis, obviously. Yeah. So I can't gain a Duchy. Not sure what just happened, but they asked for an undo, so I'll allow it. It was a bit of a late undo. Oh, they misclicked the undo button. Okay. So I think the only play here is to trash the rogue for a province, and with 5, I don't think we see another shuffle here. Honestly, I don't think we get to another shuffle. I have 2 more expands in my bottom of my deck. I can get 2 more provinces. They can get 2 more provinces. There's a chance that I can win the game on just extra estate points. It seems certainly possible here. Let's see what their rogue hits for me. Oh, there were cards in the trash. Multiple cards in the trash. Okay. Yeah, hopefully they don't actually get around to seeing those cards. There's nothing in the... There's an Oasis in the trash. I can just buy a natural province here if I want, or I can expand rogue into province and buy an estate, which I like doing. Do they have duchies in their deck? I don't think so. Well, they must, but so I can just buy a natural province, or I can expand into province and buy an estate, which I like. The way the game is going, having a 12-point lead means they need to get all 2 provinces. If they get 2 provinces and I get 1, then I win. Oasis. What can I do here? I can discard. I can discard the remodel, buy a province. I can discard a copper and remodel gold in the province. Buy an estate. That seems like the best way to do it. Province and buy an estate. And now there's only 10 points left in the kingdom, and they've got 30. I have 42, so I should be ahead now. Great. Yeah, so having the extra expands and stuff was really helpful. They added a lot of rogues and stuff to their deck and had some good hits early on, but I'm not quite sure what they did in the middle that got me ahead, but I got all those expands. Having the gold was really helpful and was able to have some control at the end. See you in game 4.